Daryl Charles.
Setoiyo.
What it is.
Hi.
The Knockout Nerds.
We are here.
Once again.
Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, and being here right now with us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You took the time out of your day to listen to this while you file taxes or play with your Excel spreadsheets or
doom scroll,
whatever
it is that you gotta do,
or whatever it is, and then we very much appreciate it to see and hear us all the way from Anga Studio.
Yes,
the lovely studios that you see here, completely available for you and yours for a fee.
Also, please remember, I know we talked about this in previous episodes, but we are now officially on TikTok as well.
That's true.
You can find us there at knockouts.nerds.
Yeah, knockout.nerds.
So you can find us there. We already had a clip go very, very viral.
Oh, well, yeah.
And we haven't been called slurs yet, but
we haven't put up the slur inspiring clips.
That'll be coming soon.
As of yet, but it will be coming because it's content. We have to drive it.
Yes,
so
at all times.
That is what happens. Yeah.
Daryl Charles.
Yes.
Very, very interesting fit you got on there.
I am wearing clothes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, wearing gray sweatpants.
You are wearing black jeans.
The gray sweatpants indicate a whole lot more than these black jeans. I just want you to know, and some of you do know, that Daryl Charles has been on a journey.
Aren't we all?
He has been on a journey of outside. This is a good man, and this man was once wed in holy matrimony.
Yeah, sure.
And now he's in grays.
I've had gray sweatpants
and
before.
I just need you to know, I'm very proud of you because I know where you came from.
Very well.
And I know that, again, it's 2026. We do not have to play around.
We don't have time.
We don't have
Quite
time.
honestly,
to play around.
there is no time to play around because
the man shits himself. He don't know what day it is, so he just doing whatever.
They send him Call of Duty videos and say that this is how it's going.
He just went on television. The man bragged. That man said, Trump said, I don't like to be around successful people because I don't want to hear their stories. I like to be around people less successful than me so they can hear my stories. He said this into a live microphone. That's the thing that he said.
I mean, disappointed plus surprise squared.
Yeah, it is what it is. But at the same time, in the midst of all this chaos, look at you out here, being outside.
All one can do. You can only control for what you could control for.
Yeah.
I cannot insist on people believing the things that I say. In fact, many times I insist that you don't believe the things I say. But I can't insist on people thinking the way I think, operating the way I operate. But what I can do is throw on some grays and show a lady a good time. That's what I can do.
Yeah.
And so, we're all getting by. What is it? On Killer Mike's Grammy Award-winning album, Michael.
Yes.
The intro track has, I believe it's Rico Wade, saying what is it? The quote is, "The journey hasn't been hard. It's been a journey."
It's been a journey. Yeah. Yeah. This is the warrior's way.
And this is just,
you're like David Carradine in Kung Fu. You're just traveling
the streets, looking for my next adventure.
Yes.
You can call me the A-Team because I love it when the yams come together.
We love it at all times. So I just want you to know I'm proud of you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, thanks. We do what we can. This is just traveling clothes.
Very talented young man.
Love a good sweatpant on when traveling.
Grays outside is diabolical.
Grays outside.
Grays outside. No, you talking crazy.
I'm not talking crazy.
You already know my trauma. You letting them know, hey, this too could be yours. This too.
It's mine.
It's mine.
I will rent it.
Yeah,
there are lease agreements that can be negotiated or whatever.
Yeah.
But
various forms of negotiations. But in any event, hot takes.
Yes.
Gonna do the hot takes. My hot take is very relevant to sort of what's going on right now. You motherfuckers is not letting your sons be gay, and as a result, these motherfuckers is ruining the country.
Oh.
He's
cooking with gas.
You motherfuckers, you selfish, paranoid, dealing with religious delusion motherfuckers. You are not letting them boys play with them heels. You have traumatized them to the point that now all of that has gone inward, and now they are ruining the country. And then they go to these conservative conventions and they crash Grindr. Because you're not letting them be themselves.
And not only are they crashing Grindr, they're crashing the country.
Yes.
To a halt so that they can go to these conventions and play in that boy pussy.
And I have to wonder if you even love your sons.
No.
I do have to wonder this.
No, you love the idea of a son more than you love the person who became your son. And I get it. You know, I don't have any kids. And God willing, and medicine and modern conveniences associated, I will never. I don't even want to apologize to the people in my life who hate that this is the path that I've chosen for myself. But I won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to love the person
Yes.
that comes from you coming.
Because you creating terrible human beings.
Yeah, you're not letting them, because, you know, people have phases. Also, sexuality is a spectrum.
It's a spectrum, big dog.
Let some people be what they are.
Let them listen.
There's nothing inherently wrong with desiring someone's genitals. Like, that's the whole idea. The only reason we're all here is because people like to come.
You out here denying these boys they're exploring their feelings about some pussy. And next thing you know, they crashing the economy, we insolvent, and we in Iran. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Are you fucking... They did the CPAC. They did that CPAC in Dallas, Texas, right?
Oh, I know. I know. The pussy was out in force.
And within 12 hours, Grindr had crashed. I know, man.
The dolls is paying rent this month. You hear me?
There are some people who I know third hand who do this work, you know, and they will, you know, they bisexual, but they'll play with anything for some pay. They would tell me stories about how they would go to wherever them conventions were, rent out an Airbnb simply to shower, change clothes, and eat. And then run them streets
back outside,
because all them conservative men there are all sexually repressed, just gawking, just getting after this
hard
pussy.
Style drool.
Man said to me he made $15,000 in 3 days. Man said to me, did none of them politicians, them men, want to use protection? You have ruined your sons. You have created maladaptive human beings who just want to get cracked. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to get cracked. But you took from them the joy of being like, oh, you like that? Cool. Go explore. It ain't the trans people that's doing this. It's not the queer folk that's doing this. It's not the out-and-out gays that's doing this. It's your sexually repressed Christians who you whooped them because they wanted to have some eyeliner. And you shamed them and you made them go to church and the conversion therapy. And you are ruining the country because you just won't let these boys come and feel good about it. It's disgraceful. You mothers and fathers, you should show some shame because you never loved your kids.
$15,000 in 3 days. I hate being as straight as I am.
Yeah,
you understand
brother.
What I'm saying?
That's the
I hate being as straight as I am in this fucking misogynistic culture.
This capitalist hellscape.
You know, just, hey, look, you know, AOC, Hillary Rodham, any of the lady politicians, if ever you want to see these grays in real life for a little chunk of change,
please,
I'll do it for my country.
Well, what the man said to me, I was like, have you ever gone to like the Democratic joints, their conventions? And he was like, yeah, I have. I was like, how was it? He's like, oh, they not paying for shit. Like he said,
they out here trading in emotions and mutual aid.
He said they not doing that. He's like, the ones who are gay are already out and gay.
Right.
He's like, they don't got to worry about nothing.
It's like my man is here.
Yeah, the ones who are bisexual, they already got them friends already for that.
I got money.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of that. We're bilking the people. Yeah. I got the dough.
I'm still stealing.
I could go meet people and pay for them. I don't have to like actually give them money for the services.
I'm not oh, you think I like to do it with the lights off?
You're right.
You think I have shame?
Hell no.
No, I have parties.
Yeah.
You just not invited.
Right.
Like,
right.
Because these are I fuck with I fuck my friends.
I'm friends with the people I fuck. There's no shame about this. We high five before, during, and after.
Right. While we continue to exploit you. Goodness gracious. So yeah, that's my hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hot take is it doesn't pain me because I came to this conclusion a long time ago. Hey, Jay-Z is not a good person.
Say it.
A lot of people seem to be surprised by some of his actions since hooking up with the NFL. He did some interview with Vanity Fair, I think, something like that. And people are being, a little thrown off by his assertions about the state of hip hop and his business dealings. And I just have to say, he sold drugs.
He's been a predator the entire time.
He knew, and if you listen to his lyrics, which a lot of people don't, I get it. I just want to, and nobody wants to hear that. They just want to dance.
Bounce with me.
Yeah.
Can you bounce with me?
He's a drug dealer.
Yes.
Who was an intelligent enough man to know that he was selling out his community for money. He probably later figured out that was in collusion with the United States government
and the
CIA, and how they were able to fund all of the destruction of socialist and communist movements in in the South America and the middle part. What's that called again? Central America. Yeah. As they did all of that, sure. But he didn't care.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he wanted to make money so that him and his could do well. And they have.
Yes.
And he continues to do so. That's a mindset. He sure, he might have gave out turkeys, but this, and he has done things with his money, without a doubt. But first and foremost was him getting his.
Yes.
And that kind of person, I am also responsible for that person being wealthy. Yes. I spent money.
Yeah.
I've said it before. On 9/11, I went to Tower Records and gave him money. That's who he is. And I don't think any amount of money is going to change that part.
Yeah.
This is the same dude who apologized for his misogynist ways because he had kids.
Yeah.
As if empathy was just something completely foreign to him before that point.
And it was only until he saw his wife give birth, allegedly, that he was like, oh, what's that feeling that I'm feeling? Meanwhile, the man was in inappropriate alleged situations with artists like Foxy Brown and Rihanna. He had been doing the predatory shit the entire time. Mans was already out here running. He was talking about serving to his friends' mothers.
Yeah.
Right? The man was one of the main funders and getting over 130 families and businesses up out of what is now the Barclays Center.
Oh, yeah. And if you look into the Barclays Center and how the community was essentially sold out for something, they just used him as the poster boy when he didn't even have a majority stake. But he was able to make sure that they sold Rockefeller clothing. Again, very smart business-wise.
Yes.
Not the most moral. And, I can completely separate the artist from the art. There's never been a nigga this good for this long, this hood, or this pop, this hot, or this strong. I am a fan and will be. But I will not look for moral guidance from Sean Carter. I just won't.
And oftentimes too many of us do. I have a conversation with some of my older black male friends about this, and they have this reverence for Sean Carter. I'm like, he's a bad dude. He's a great rapper.
He is an uber capitalist.
Yes.
And yes, he grew up in America, in an uber capitalist state. It is what it is. I was gonna say I don't fault him. I definitely fault people for that kind of behavior because given your lyrics, and again, you separate the artist from the art because he was trying to do something for the market that presented itself. What do you say? Truth be told, if skill sold, I'd probably be Talib Kweli or whatever. Truthfully, I'd like to rhyme like common sense, but but anyway, these were choices that were made. The at the time, we talked about this very early on in the podcast, but the market. And by the market, I mean the key demographic, and especially for music, the key demographic is young white people. That market wanted gangster shit.
They wanted to be sold a vision of blackness that was appropriate to them and made them feel good.
It fit everything else they had been told on the news by their parents, by their friends, in their suburban communities. The lies that were told to them about how people in the cities lived, they wanted to see representatives from there do it over a good beat with a nice flow. And that's what he did.
Please tell me they kill each other.
Magnificent.
It's tremendous. Tremendous.
One of the best. One of the best. In my top 3.
Also, hangs out with Harvey Weinstein. You see the duality. You see.
I mean,
how you
even
have to,
that. Look, at some point, yeah, you probably be like, "Oh, that's a weird dude," but like when you're coming up, you know, Hollywood is so much more money, and you know, the dude did music for fucking Great Gatsby.
Mhm.
Look, there's money to be made, and that's what he was doing. And in any interview you're going to see with this man, he is there because there's money to be made doing it. He has enough money to not come outside. The only thing that's going to make him come outside is more money.
And that's why oftentimes, especially in his most recent interview, when he sounds more and more not deranged, but sort of displaced from humanity, is because, like Daryl said, he don't go outside. He be kicking it with people who only tell him that he's excellent because he's around other uber rich people who got uber rich by being hyper capitalist and preying on the consumer to the detriment and to the consumer and the betterment of them. They feel no two ways about it. So when he sits there and he says
business,
yes, and
it's not personal.
So
they don't hate you.
Yeah,
they just know that you're in a position to be exploited.
They don't think about you. They think about what they can gain from you. That's as deep as it goes. So when he sits there,
except for us,
yeah,
you see, here
at the Knockout
Nerds, what we're here to do is foster community. So every single comment, tweet, even when you call us slurs, we appreciate it.
Empathy.
Thank you.
Yes. But even when that man sits there and says, I've never taken advantage of anyone, you are just listening to a dude whom, on the face of it, bad person, rich person, I think on some level, maybe kind of a dumb person socially. But what would you expect him to say? He's not a good person. He's never been a hero. He's only been a person that ever said to you, if you were smart like me, you would get it however you got to get it. That's it. Now,
winners and losers.
Huh?
That's another lyric pull.
Yeah, facts. And I've been a loser a long time. Had some wins, had a lot of L's. But speaking of L's, I do want to give a follow-up. We've been talking and talking and talking.
Oh, The Promise Part 2?
Yes, The Promise Part 2 of James Buster Douglas. The moment of truth, the fighter of his dreams. James Buster Douglas, as you know, has defeated Mike Tyson. He is now the IBF, undisputed IBF.
What year was this again?
Heavyweight champion of the world. This is in 1990, February of 1990. Now, he should be the WBA and WBC heavyweight champion of the world. But he's run into a little bit of a problem. And that problem is Don fucking King.
I could have swore. I was like, I didn't want to cut you off, but I was like, it's Don King.
It's Don.
Because didn't he do not the broken hand thing? What did he complain about? Oh, the count
referee.
Was slow.
Yeah,
he
said the count was slow. So Don King, and if you ever want to look up Don King, this is a truly odious individual. As I've said before, the man has bodies on him, meaning that he's caught him with the blammo and they don't breathe no more. He's done time in jail.
I believe the internet likes to call it unaliving.
Unaliving. He's unalive people. Well, the internet must do that because of Zuckerberg. Okay, we're not gonna. Yeah. No, we like
community.
What we have. Empathy. So Don King puts up a whole stink in Tokyo, Japan. He's holding press conferences. He has TV monitors there with his whole team there. Mike Tyson's there with glasses on because his whole face is fucked up because Buster Douglas just got done
put the paws on him.
Putting belt
for
to
his
ass
mama.
For his mama who just died. So they're doing all this stuff, being like, see how long the count is and whatever else. WBA, WBC agrees with him. And a part of the reason why they don't initially just sit there and say that Buster Douglas is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world is because this was not supposed to happen. None of this was supposed to happen. In all likelihood, this fight itself was not supposed to happen. Now, Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson did eventually sign a contract of sorts to sort of make sure that this fight would take place. It was Mike Tyson who chose to take this tune-up fight. He said, hey, divorce, money, things, let me get a little quick $6 million, whatever.
Yeah, you know what I need? I need to pummel a man.
Let me beat a man.
That'll
to feel
get me
good.
back into shape.
That'll get me in there. So Evander Holyfield, interestingly enough, was at that fight in Tokyo, Japan. So he sees all this happening. Don King was there. Donald Trump was there. Everybody sees all this happening, and they know
just villainy.
If
I could go back in time to it, no, I want Mike Tyson to survive.
Yeah,
Buster Douglas. I have no dogs in that fight, but. Ooh, audience,
yes. Brother, you have to keep this in mind that from the WBA and WBC's perspective, and even the IBF, Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield is the best heavyweight title fight that you can make at the time, because you're coming off a young Evander Holyfield whom has just unified the cruiserweight title, which is the title below heavyweight, 195 to 205. I'm giving context. I said the thing.
I believe you, and I appreciate it.
So
nope, keep going.
He has unified that
heavyweight
title.
and then cruiserweight.
Heavyweight up top, cruiserweight down below.
Right, and then below cruiserweight is light heavyweight.
175. And then you have now what would be considered super middleweight, which is 168. You see, you can play it. Yeah, okay. Are you tapped out yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I can break it down for you.
What is the super? Where's super come in?
Because you're bigger than a middleweight, so you gotta call him a super middleweight.
But you can't be a super light heavyweight. You got to be a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
And you cruise between light, heavy,
now, I think
heavy.
I do believe for a time.
I know there's super heavyweight.
I believe for a time there was a super light heavyweight.
Okay, see,
and
this is where
you keep on asking questions.
I just get mad.
Yeah, and at one point there was a super heavyweight.
Because the biggest issue is I can't fight nobody who has decided this.
Yes, you can't do
I have to sit in my place and be like, I don't like it. And they'll be like, shut up, pussy. And I go,
thank you.
No, I wouldn't even go that far.
Yep, you're like, you're right, you got it.
You said, shut up, I'm not going to talk to you. Leave.
Yep. So the WBA and WBC are incentivized to sort of be like, hey, if there's any way that we can salvage this fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, with Mike Tyson still having a 0 on his record, we need to do that. Evander Holyfield is in Tokyo, Japan, watching Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson's ass, and he's thinking, I'm supposed to make $11 million fighting Mike Tyson. If Mike Tyson loses, I will make less money because Mike Tyson is the A side. I make more money. Who the fuck is Buster Douglas?
Right.
What the fuck is this?
And Buster Douglas only got like $1 million, right?
He got like $1 million, like 1.3 or 1.6. You know what I'm saying? Like, and after you pay your trainers and taxes and whatever else, you're probably walking away with $300K, which Buster Douglas had a great time with. But it's not all that. So Buster is coming back to the United States. It's only the IBF champion. A lot of his first promo shots is just him holding one title, even though his trainers took all the titles.
Right.
Because possession is 9/10 of the law. They raised our hand. We won that fight, but he can't take pictures with them other 2 titles yet. Now, the public outcry is such that literally the people are like, no, Buster Douglas won that fight fair and square. Also, they've kind of tired of Mike Tyson's antics over the years. He's been running around crazy in New York. He's been beating up gang members. He's been doing all this crazy stuff, putting his car into a tree, robbing Givens, like he's abusive. Like, they just kind of tired of this man. Like, his lore his aura's not that good right now. And eventually, the public outcry is such that they decide to be like, okay, Don King abandons this whole situation, abandons his campaign. The WBA, the WBC are like, yes, Buster Douglas is the recognized world heavyweight champion. And the American populace is like, good, how dare you do that after that man just lost his goddamn mama, right? So all that stuff is happening. And while on the face of it, good, justice has been done, this takes a tremendous toll on James Buster Douglas, because James Buster Douglas just had the biggest win of his career. And as he would state later on, it's like, I actually did the right thing. I was the fighter that I was supposed to be, and they weren't going to let me have it. You know, and this is a very, like, sensitive guy. You know, like, for a fighter, he's like, all fighters are pretty sensitive on some level, but, like, this is a uniquely...
and if there was a place where one would think there was a legit meritocracy, from the outside, you would think it would be any of the combat sports, where it's like, look, yeah, this person whooped this other person's ass. They're the winner.
Yeah.
But politically,
yes,
economically speaking, all of the intentions were for him to lose, and he fucked it up by winning.
He fucked it up by actually showing up and recognizing he was in a fight. You know what I'm saying? So you have that going on, and it's contentious. Now, Buster Douglas is doing all this press. He's on Late Night. He's on Arsenio. He's a star in Columbus. I was a child, and I knew about James Buster Douglas. Like, he was everywhere. He was the hero who vanquished the great Mike Tyson.
Sure.
So he's doing all this press, and he's busier than he's ever been. It's kind of overwhelming for him. And at the same time, this man is going through a contentious divorce with his wife, Bertha Page.
She left him after he won?
Apparently, while he was in training, she was not... Something was going on. She wasn't there. And he said, yeah.
That's tough.
He said...
And completely foreign.
Where... You've never... I've never felt nothing like that
I
ever.
don't even
I've never
understand.
dealt with any type of abandonment in my
at a pinnacle of
At
my
a-
actual achievements.
at a time
in
of
life.
need. I've never been left out in the lurch.
Nah.
I was just fine.
And then had to turn right back around and just be like, hello, my baby.
Yeah.
Hello, my darling.
Yeah, imagine yo lady ain't there, your person isn't there. They off doing whatever they doing, and you got to go on late night smile. Meanwhile, you only got one title. You just and everybody's saying you're not the winner of this fight. Two other governing body organizations are like, you're not the winner of this fight when you're clearly the winner of this goddamn fight. So this divorce is taking a toll on him. Also, it's taking a toll on him because Bertha all of a sudden don't want to get divorced. So she's contesting it in every possible way.
Man.
She's like, nah, ain't no way.
Oh, my God.
This
the champion?
Yeah.
No. We go together.
Yeah, we go.
Real
Actually,
bad.
I believed in him the entire time.
The whole time. More than his mama.
I
And he
loved
was
him
like,
more-
I'll kill her then.
Don't you talk about my fucking mama. Like, so, brother, he's going through it.
Dog, he's sitting there like having to sleep on
Uh-huh.
a cold hotel mattress after talking to Arsenio, and then he like gets in the plane, gets all the way back to Columbus, opens his door, and she there making grits.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, and she's like,
I haven't seen you in months.
And then she hits
And
him.
I got bacon.
And she hits him with the hi honey and wearing that shit he like. Oh, the manipulation.
Oh, he smashed.
So, he
knocked it down
of
real
course he's
smooth.
in 1990.
And then he was like, look, I like that thing you do.
Yeah.
However, I don't like the way you did it.
Yeah.
Did they end up?
It's something wrong. I'll tell you more about that. So I don't like how you did that. In 1990, bro, he's ill-equipped for this level of manipulation.
Every I don't know if I'll ever be equipped for that level of manipulation. The yams?
The yams is out. So
mixed with the diabolical nature?
Uh-huh.
I'm just a man.
So I only got so many no's in me. I'm not a hero.
What am I doing this for?
I don't. That's why I stay inside sometimes. So then you have to factor in the fact that Buster Douglas has a lot of options in terms of who he wants to fight. He could do a rematch with Mike Tyson, which a lot of people thought would happen. There were other fighters in the wings, but Buster actually does choose to do the right thing, and he chooses to take a fight with Evander Holyfield because Evander Holyfield is the #1 ranked ring contender for the title. And again, the ring title is considered like the title of titles. So if Evander's the #1 man and he's moved up to heavyweight and he's knocking all these other people out, I believe Evander Holyfield was 24-0 at the time with 20 knockouts, then I got to fight this man. He was supposed to fight Mike Tyson. I'm the best now. The best fight the best. Now this fight draws in a purse of $32 million
in 1990s money, which is like $1.7 billion today.
Yeah.
Don't check my math.
Yeah.
Look at the price of gas.
Yeah, fact.
What was the price of gas in 1990? -$3.
I was about to say
they were giving you money to get gas.
19 cents. Like literally 59 cents to get some gas.
It was something.
So Buster Douglas gets $24 million for this fight, which is the highest. Like that's the highest any boxer's ever been paid ever to that point. Evander Holyfield gets $8 million for that fight. Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson cost Evander Holyfield $3 million. And Evander Holyfield is pissed. And this is not the Evander Holyfield who would be an eventual bald head aggression Evander Holyfield. This is young, hair on his head Evander Holyfield. The most dangerous version of Evander Holyfield. When he had all the testosterone, you cost that man $3 million. And
I gotta get it back in blood.
And one thing because you cannot play with Evander Holyfield's money. Because one thing Evander Holyfield gonna do when he's not training and fighting is going to be impregnating women.
How many kids he got?
He got 11.
Hey.
And Evander that's a Christian man from Atlanta. He is gonna come and then he gonna take care of them kids to the best of his responsibility, the best of his ability.
Why you think he need them millions?
And you just
because he's nothing. Raw.
I'm a Christian.
Raw.
God
the way
said,
God intended.
God said, be fruitful and prosper.
Yep.
Okay.
Not raw.
So Evander's got a score to settle because at this point, Mike Tyson been jerking him around, and Buster Douglas kind of played with his money playing in his face. Now, this fight was actually titled "The Moment of Truth." It took place October 25th, 1990.
Butt cheeks clenched.
Yes.
Raw. Anyway, sorry, please.
Brother, hey, deep eye contact. Spit in your mouth.
Well.
Yeah, he's a warrior. Okay? Warriors do what warriors do. Come here. So this fight takes place, And it's interesting in the way into this fight, the lead into this fight. Buster Douglas shows up like 30 pounds overweight. He shows up like
he's pulling them Tyson moves.
He's showing up 246, depressed and richer than he's ever been. But what a lot of people don't know about that is actually Buster Douglas initially when he went into training was almost 300 pounds. So the fact that he was able to work off damn near 50 is kind of amazing. Evander Holyfield, this 28-year-old man, shows up 208 pounds lean. Evander Holyfield back in the day was Black Captain America. He didn't look real. It looked like you made that fucker in a lab. That was country Georgia farm strength that had manifested. All he could do was fight and fuck, and he was great at all of it. Top 10 heavyweight that has ever lived, and he's not number 10. Full stop. So we go into this fight, and I had to watch this fight back. Brother, this man was doing, Evander Holyfield was doing to Buster Douglas what everyone thought Mike Tyson was going to do to Buster Douglas. Evander was faster. And I'd never seen Evander. I think that's the best I've ever seen him just like box. And he's an amazing boxer. But I was like, I didn't know his jab was that good. I didn't know he was that fast. I forgot his hooks could land that clean. I forgot his uppercuts could do. And keep in mind, Evander's 6'2", Buster's damn near 6'5". It don't matter. It just doesn't matter. He's putting belt to ass. And you can see Buster Douglas get visibly frustrated because Buster Douglas is a very, very excellent fighter. He has an excellent pedigree. Evander Holyfield is an Olympic bronze medalist. Like, his pedigree is insane. He then unifies the cruiserweight titles, and he's putting belt to ass them first 2 rounds. Buster Douglas comes out for the 3rd round, and he's thinking, I got to do something. This man throws an uppercut that misses so wildly, it throws him off balance. Evander Holyfield looked at he said, a word? And just leads with a straight right that catches Buster Douglas directly in the face. And Buster just glitches and just falls. And, like, it's not like when Mike Tyson hit him and knocked him down and he slammed the mat in frustration. This time, Buster Douglas put his glove to his nose, saw the blood, and said, all right, I'll see you later. And just leaned back. He said, you can see it. He's like, he does this. He's, all right, bro. Yeah. 24 million, dog. 24 million. 24 million. 24 million.
But they said it had to get past round 1, right? Yeah, we good.
I gave him 7 minutes, and next thing you know, now Evander Holyfield is the WBA, WBC, and IBF heavyweight champion of the world, while Buster Douglas is now on paper $24 million richer, which goes back to the old saying that it is hard to stay hungry when you are sleeping on silk sheets. Buster Douglas became the fighter of his dreams and all that prosperity that happened. And on top of his personal struggles, it kind of got to him and it kind of really jammed everything up. So he was the fighter of his dreams for one night. Now, Don King had a field day with this because keep this in mind. Don King then becomes the promoter for Buster Douglas, of course, and then he goes on to call Buster Douglas's performance disgraceful, that his victory against Tyson was an aberration. The public is very hard on Buster Douglas. It turns out many of the public are like, no, you actually were the guy that we said you were before that Tyson fight. You're not a motivated fighter. You don't got no heart. Turns out it's not within you. You're not one of them ones. Don't come back here no more. We don't want you no more.
They were like, too bad your moms can't die.
She can't, yeah.
That is one of the worst things I've ever said.
Your daddy still alive?
Jesus Christ.
You know? So Evander, or rather, Buster Douglas says, fuck y'all. Like, he just kind of accurately says,
y'all can't whoop me?
Yeah, can't none of you whoop me, and you're all very mean to me. You were nice to me for 8 months, but you've been mean to me my entire career, and we don't see him again. We do not see him again. And we don't see him for some time. In between that time,
look, I love doing comedy. Probably as much as a person could love to box.
Yeah.
You hand me $2 million.
It's been nice. It's been real. It's been real.
I'll tell jokes to my friends. I'll be fun. I'll probably be the most fun.
Because I'm gone.
Right.
Because I'm gone, baby.
it'll be annoying to be around me because every time I hang out at Daryl's mansion, it wouldn't even be a mansion. His really nice apartment in a very good part of town. Every time I hang out with him, all he wants to do is like tell me like joke ideas he's had, and I'm like, dude, just go out and do the jokes. But he'd be like, yeah, but I made the money.
I made the money. I did it. Why
Anyway,
would I go out there?
Please check me out online.
Yeah. So he goes away. We don't see him. He goes away, and then within 6 years, he balloons like up to like over 300 pounds, and he actually has to start boxing again in the gym because they're like, you finna die. Yeah. So Buster Douglas does make a comeback in 1996. Him and Bertha Page did reconcile. Her moves was too good, bro. Moves was too good. Her style on style. For Evander Holyfield, who I'll talk about later, Evander Holyfield goes on to beat George Foreman in his first defense of the title. George Foreman had come back after a 10-year layoff. He came back in 87. They had that fight in 91. Evander wins that one by unanimous decision. Him and Mike Tyson are finally slated to fight in 1992. Mike Tyson has won a series of number one contender fights against a Canadian fighter by the name of Razor Ruddock. But then an injury to Mike Tyson, and then Mike Tyson's SA case that led to his conviction derailed all of that. Yeah. So that did not wind up happening until 1996, which was the actual year that Buster Douglas returned to boxing. That is the story of the moment of truth with Buster Douglas versus Evander Holyfield.
Well, yeah, I was alive for that, but
I was.
I couldn't care less.
You was doing other things.
Yeah, namely going to school.
I was going to school and watching niggas hit each other.
I was playing a lot of video games.
So was I.
Are we talking 96?
96, I was definitely watching that one. 96?
No, 96, I was probably watching. I mean, I was definitely watching like SummerSlam.
Yeah. Totally. I was doing both. But Daryl, where can the fine people find you?
You can go to darylcomedy.com. You can also go to darylcharlescomedy.com. They point to the same place. You can go there, read up on me, check out my live calendar, and see where you can find me next. I will be in a town near you or in a town far away from you. Mm-hmm. Setoiyo, where can the people find you?
You guys can find me once again at Setoiyo1, Setoiyo. Twitter, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, all the Blue Sky. You can find me there. Also, please stream my comedy album, The Foreigner, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all that good stuff. Also, please remember to subscribe to the Knockout Nerds on YouTube, on TikTok now, on Instagram, all that good stuff. Follow us everywhere that you can, because we coming.
That's one way to put it. Knockout Nerds.
Knockout.